Okay, buenas tardes a todos. We tried to have a session a little bit earlier, but due to the storm overhead, nobody could hear what I was saying, or maybe every third word. So just doing kind of a recording here of this session so that everybody has something to watch. If you have any questions or it's not explained well enough for you, don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, I'm going to take a look at verbs that work like gustar, and then also look at commands today. Some of it will be review and some of it will be new. All right, so first of all, with the verb gustar, if you think of it as somebody liking something, that's kind of what gets us into trouble sometimes, because then we try to make the verb match the wrong person. So for example, when we have the indirect object pronouns, me, te, le, nos, os, les, that tells us who the person is that likes the thing. But really in Spanish, it's saying that it is pleasing to that person. So me translates as to me, te, to you, le, to him, her, or usted, nos, to us, os, to y'all, les, to y'all or they, or to them, sorry. Then, whatever the thing is the person likes, so what is pleasing to the person, if it's one thing, we use gusta. If it's more than one thing, then we use gustan. So let's take a look at some of the verbs that work just like gustar, and there's a list in your vocabulary, but they're going to follow that same pattern because they're going to have either the singular form or the plural form, matching whatever it is that is boring or important or interesting to the person. And then the me, te, le, nos, os, les tells us to whom it is boring, important, interesting, etc. So we have first the verb aburrir, which is to bore. Me aburren las matemáticas. So math is boring to me. Las matemáticas, plural. So we use aburren. To whom is it boring? To me. No me importa, okay? I don't care. It's not important to me. And we're saying it, so that's singular, so we just need importa. So that's a very common phrase. If you don't care about something, no me importa. Okay, interesar, to interest. Nos interesa la idea. Okay, the idea is interesting to us, even though in English we would say we like the idea. I found for most students, if you work backwards, that you're much more likely to get the right endings on the verbs. Okay, encantar, to enchant. Les encantan las rosas. Okay, the roses are enchanting to them. Molestar, to bother. One of students' favorite phrases always, because it sounds kind of funny, is no me molestes, okay, which is don't bother me. Faltar is to be lacking, or like if you're short money or something, you need $2, you're short $2, you would also use the verb faltar. Me faltan los zapatos. Los zapatos, more than one thing, so faltan is plural. And then to who is lacking them? I am, so to me. So the shoes are lacking to me. Quedar is another one, to be left over, to remain. Te quedan 3 días. So there are 3 days left to you. You have 3 days left. So all of these are going to work just like gustar does. So as you start working with these, you'll want to make sure that you know well how gustar works so that you can work these the same way. All right, so if we take a look at some of these forms, first of all, we have I like the food, so the food is pleasing to me. The food is one thing, and sorry I can't underline during the live because I've got this up as a PowerPoint, but it would be me gusta la comida because la comida is one thing. In número dos, the books are pleasing to me, so me gustan los libros. Número tres, okay, the paintings are pleasing to you, you like the paintings, so te gustan las pinturas. And número cuatro, okay, meat is pleasing to her, she likes meat. La carne is one thing, so le gusta la carne. All right, so then if we're going to do this with the verb faltar, it's going to work the same way. So I'm lacking the money to buy the ring, okay? So I don't have enough money to buy it. So me falta el dinero. Falta is matching what I'm missing, so it's singular. Me falta el dinero para comprar el anillo. Número 6, okay, we're lacking the money to buy the tickets. Okay, so we're lacking, the money is lacking to us. So nos falta el dinero. Notice in number 5 and number 6, we use falta, even though the first one is to me and the second one is to us. The reason is, remember, it's matching el dinero. Okay, so me falta for both of those. Número 7, le faltan 4 sillas. She's lacking 4 chairs. Okay, she needs 4 chairs. Y número 8, he's missing a button. A button is lacking to him. So le falta el botón. All right, so hopefully that you're familiar with that, and so it's not too difficult. But let's go through now and review how to do 2 commands. And the basic rule is for AR verbs, it's going to have the A ending. Sorry, my dogs are freaking out a little bit. Perhaps the storm's coming back this way, or a delivery or something, who knows. So you're going to use the he, she form. So for example, for the verb hablar, if you want to tell someone you're on a first name basis to talk, you don't say to talk, you just say talk. So habla. Same idea with our ER and IR verbs. Comer, if you want to tell somebody to eat that you're on a first name basis with, come. Okay, so it's just the he, she form of the verb. Okay, so then after the regular verbs, we have the irregular affirmative 2 commands. Ten, ven, pon, sal, di, se, ve, as. And you pretty much just have to memorize those because they don't follow the same pattern of that he, she form of the verb. So ven, we often hear somebody say ven acá, ven aquí, come here. Okay, when an affirmative command means you're telling someone you're on a first name basis with to do something. Okay, pon el libro en la mesa. Put your book on the table. Sal de aquí, get out of here. Di, from decir. Okay, if we add me to it, dime, we're saying tell me. And notice with a command, if we are going to put a pronoun with it, we attach it onto the end of the affirmative 2 command. Okay, say is be, so say bueno, be good. Ve comes from the verb ir, ve a la escuela, go to school. However, if you say to someone vete, you're telling him or her to go away. Vete. And last we have haz la tarea, do your homework. So make sure that if you aren't familiar with those, that you spend a little time reviewing the irregulars. Now, when we form the negative 2 commands, it's a little trickier. And so we're going to start from the yo form. We take off the o, and then we add the opposite ending. So for example, let's stick with the verb comer. The yo form of comer is yo como. We take off the o, and then it becomes no comas. Okay, no comas. Same idea with beber. Okay, bebo is the yo form of to drink, right? So no bebas, don't drink. Okay, AR verbs also are going to use the opposite ending. We had hablar, so if I say to somebody habla, I'm saying talk. But if I want to tell him or her you to not talk, yo form, take off the o, add the es. So I'm going to say no hables. Okay, so that opposite ending. So IR and ER verbs get the AS ending, because these are negative 2 commands, so it's just the 2 form. And then the AR verbs are going to get that opposite 2 ending. So let's take a look at some of these next to each other. So we have camina, walk. Okay, and then so don't walk would be no camines. Okay, it's going to have that opposite ending. Habla, no hables. Come, no comas. Corre, no corras. Missing a little exclamation point there. Baila, no bailes. Estudia, no estudies. Escribe, no escribas. Okay? So you have to be careful with the two commands because they're different when you tell someone to do something and when you tell someone not to do something. So again, part of the reason you have to go from the yo form is because if there's an irregular yo, we need to pick up that form for the negative command. So you might recall that tener, if we change it to the yo form, it's irregular and becomes tengo. So we take off the yo and it becomes no tengas. Okay, hacer, yo form is hago, no hagas, like no hagas la tarea, don't do the homework. No hagas eso, don't do that. Okay, common parent one. Decir, yo digo. So when you want to tell somebody to you don't say or don't say, no digas nada, don't say anything. Traducir, traduzco, no traduzcas. Okay? And then again, you'll see that if they're a regular yo form, we just take off the yo and then add that opposite ending. So hablo would then become no hables, no comas, no escribas for the AR, ER, and IR verbs. All right. Again, because I'm inside of here, I can't write on the screen. But basically, if we have the verb comer, we're going to have the yo form como. So to make it negative, it's going to become, so the affirmative one is just going to be come. And then if we're going to take off the o and add the opposite ending from the yo form, it becomes no comas. Okay, bailar. If you want to tell someone to dance, baila. If you want to tell them to not dance, no bailes. Okay, write, escribe, don't write, no escribas. Listen to the music, escucha la música, no escuches la música. Dobla a la izquierda, turn left, no dobles a la izquierda. Sigue derecho, no sigas derecho. Okay, go straight, don't go straight. Ir a la tienda, ve a la tienda, go to the store. No vayas a la tienda. Okay, so let's take a look. This is actually a song that I unfortunately don't have a recording that I can share because of copyright stuff and it's not posted anywhere. But basically, it's just kind of a rhythm, but it'll help you remember the irregular ones in the affirmative command and the negative command. And remember, these are all the two form. So, ten cuidado, pero no tengas miedo. Be careful, but don't be afraid. Ven al cine, no vengas con Alfredo. So come to the movies, don't come with Alfredo. I don't know why. Es un chico malo, posiblemente. Pon tu mano en mi mano, put your hand in my hand. No pongas el pie, don't put your foot. Sal de mi vida, get out of my life. No salgas a la calle, don't go out into the street. Dime te amo, tell me I love you, pero no digas mentiras, but don't tell lies. Sé lo que quieras, be what you want to be, pero no seas vampira, but don't be a vampire. Vete al parque, go to the park. Okay, right now, get out, go to the park. No vayas cada día, don't go every day. Haz lo que quieras, do what you want to do. No hagas tonterías, don't do stupid or silly things. So that kind of, because it has the affirmative and the negative with the sentences, can kind of help you remember how to use those irregulars when they're in the negative form as well. All right, so again, I can't write on here, so but basically, if you wanted to give your friends some advice on how to be a successful online student, we have the verb tener un and then un horario. So have a schedule. So we want to say ten, un horario, because remember, tener is irregular. Okay, come to the live sessions. Ven a la clase en vivo. Ask questions. Remember, this gets the Z. Haz preguntas. Take notes. Toma apuntes. Be studious. Sé estudioso. Say words a lot of times. Di las palabras muchas veces. Okay? Don't procrastinate. Now, posponer means to procrastinate. Notice that poner right there. So when we put this in the yo form, it conjugates just like the verb poner. So posponer in the yo form becomes pospongo. Take off the yo, add the opposite ending. So no pospongas. Don't procrastinate. Okay, no hagas trampa. Don't cheat. Okay, divertirse is to have fun. Remember, you cannot literally translate to have and then fun. So we have the verb divertirse, which means to have fun. So diviértete, have fun, right? We attach that to the end. No te diviertas, okay, that opposite as ending. And we're not going to worry about coming up with one of our own, since this is what we have right here. And I can't write on it. So now we're going to take a look at the usted forms. The really nice thing about the usted forms is they're basically the same in the affirmative command and the negative command. So the to form, you have to remember the affirmative command is the he, she form, and then the negative form, you go from the yo, take off the o, add the opposite ending. So with the opposite to ending, sorry. With usted commands, okay, you're going to use the yo form and put on the opposite usted ending, whether it's affirmative or negative, okay? So regate is going to be the, like, bargain. The yo form of regatear is regateo. Take off the o, add the opposite usted ending, so it's going to be an e, regate. Okay? Regate, no regate. Okay, it's going to stay the same. Negociar, okay, the yo form, negocio. So, negocie, no negocie. Ir de compras, okay, and this one is vaya, okay. All right, it's going to be, sorry, ve de compras. No, sorry, vaya de compras, my brain is gone. Vaya de compras, no vaya de compras. Okay, buscar, the yo form is busco. Remember, cargars are in the preterite. Whenever you put an opposite ending on there, it's going to get that spelling change. So the C changes to the QU here. So busco is the yo form. Take off the yo, change the C to a QU, and then put the opposite usted ending, which is going to be the E. So busque, no busque. Okay, gastar dinero, gasto as I spend. So, gaste dinero, no gaste dinero. Pagar, remember the cargars are. So with this one, yo pago is the yo form, take off the o, change the G to a GU, and then the opposite usted ending, so pague, no pague. With ahorrar, save money. Okay, the yo form is ahorro, take off the o, add the opposite ending, the opposite usted ending. So ahorre, no ahorre. Llegar, okay, we have another gar ending. So llego is the yo form, we take off the o, change the G to a GU. Llegue, no llegue. Trabajar, the yo form is trabajo, take off the o, add the opposite usted ending. Trabaje, no trabaje. Recibir, okay, yo recibo, take off the o, reciba, no reciba. Despedir works just like pedir. We have that E to I change there in the SEM. So despido is the yo form. So we add the opposite usted ending then, and it becomes despida, no despida. And the key is putting the opposite usted ending on there. So the negative to commands have the opposite to ending. Both the affirmative and the negative usted commands have the opposite usted ending. All right. Whoa, that was a little cray-cray there. No sé qué pasó. Just some reminders. Don't forget that the last day to submit all assignments is July 17th at 11:59 p.m. The final exam is scheduled for July 17th. This comes really fast. The midterm was in the assignments this week, so we're pretty much halfway through. Just a reminder, because I'm still getting, having to return a lot of assignments for people to redo, you are not allowed to use any outside resources. Keep things as simple as they need to be to keep them in Spanish. Okay, that means that I am not expecting some big long thing that you could do in English. If I tell you to tell your boss, don't give them a command, no hable, don't talk, is a command, okay, in usted form. You could add more to it if you want, but it's not necessary, and you're still going to be able to get a good grade. So you should not feel the need to go to Google Translate or some other translator or get a native speaker to do these for you. If you need help, just ask for it. That's what I'm here for. Okay, because if you don't learn it, and as you do more and more assignments and get towards the final exam, it's going to make it more difficult. So think about saying what you are able to say in Spanish, not necessarily what you perhaps want to say. You want to try to keep pace as best you can with the calendar every week. And again, if you need help, just ask me. And also as a reminder, I am flying out to DC very early in the morning tomorrow, and I won't be back until the evening of July 8th. So I will not be quite as available as I normally am. However, I will still be responding to emails, texts. Phone calls will be a little harder to return right away, but I will get back to you. But if you need something quickly, even when I'm doing, in some of the larger meetings, if there's other things going on, I can, quickly answer an email or a text. But some of the meetings that I'm more involved in, obviously I can't do that during the meeting. So just know that if you get in touch with me, I will get back to you as quickly as I can. The general rule is that we have 24 hours to get back to you. You know that I get back to you usually much faster than that. And so they'll still be fast, but perhaps not as fast as normal. Okay, es el fin, which was the end. So, no me digas lo que tengo que hacer. Don't tell me what I have to do. Ya soy grande. Okay, I'm already big. Haha, la bebé. All right, la palabra secreta de hoy es no me digas. So you can see it there on the screen. No me digas. So remember that if you attended the live session, which you know who you are if you were here and listened to the horrible every third word version, you need to just put your school name and then the secret word or secret phrase this time, no me digas. If you're watching the replay, don't forget you need to watch the entire replay. Put your school name, no me digas, the secret word, and then you must do the additional assignment with this session. Okay, es todo que yo tengo. Espero que todos tengan